In Matthew 11, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." So when we think of the word yoke biblically, the most common thing that comes to mind is a picture of a pair of oxen yoked together to work together, and that certainly is consistent. The word yoke is G2218, the Greek word zugos, and it means a yoke to carry a burden. But it also refers to the troublesome laws imposed by Mosaic law. Now, Jewish students under a rabbi had to learn all of the idiosyncrasies of the Jewish law according to that rabbi's standards and personal interpretation. So they had to learn not only the law, but the teacher's preferences and priorities and idiosyncrasies. It became complicated and more complicated, twisted and tainted. But again, what did Jesus say? "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy burdened." They labor and are heavily burdened by the burden of the laws put upon them by their teachers. But Jesus said to take his yoke and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart. Matthew 22, for all the complications of the Mosaic law, in Matthew 22, Jesus said the greatest commandment was to love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hung all of the law and the prophets. Everything hung on those two things. And remember, when we think back to learn from me, Jesus did only what he saw from the Father. So take up the yoke and humility and the servanthood of Jesus. Don't get caught up in the religious entrapments and opinions and what this person and what that person says. But go to Jesus. Seek out Jesus for what he has to say. For his yoke is easy.